Hey kids, welcome to Lesson 9, Looping and Random Numbers, Part 2. Let's take a look at the example from the video here to see what we're going to be doing today. So if you look at the video here, I paused it and you can see what we have here are a bunch of squares that are being rotated 10 degrees to the right. And every time it makes a square, 10 degrees to the right. Makes a square, 10 degrees to the right. Makes a square, 10 degrees to the right. You've probably seen shapes like this in your art class, and we're going to make one here. If you look at the code here that I have screenshotted, though, you will notice that this is a really drawn-out code. They covered this in the video. We're going to make this much more efficient by using loops instead of writing turn right, draw square, turn right, draw square. All right, let's go back to our work. See what we have to do. Use a for loop to call a function that you wrote. We've provided the code for the draw square function for you. Drag out a for loop. Inside the loop, add a call, draw square, and add a call to turn right. We have some example code here. Looks like they have a variable up here within the draw square. And they're putting their function within there to do that. See if there's anything else. Do this. Change the number of loop iterations to draw a lot of squares. Try to create the figure shown below, or something similar. Hint, the image below has 72 squares in it. Let's take a look at our code. Up here it says insert your code here. I'm going to rename this to setup and call, because that helps me. Down here, they have a comment saying draw a square of the given size. We have a function, draw square, and a parameter of size. Size is in the value spot here is a variable. Move forward, size, turn right 90 degrees. Move forward, size, turn right 90 degrees. Move forward, size, turn right 90 degrees. So this right here makes one full square. So we are going to have a function here, I believe, that draws a square, turns right, and then does it again. But instead of just moving forward, turn right, forward, turn right, we're going to try to use a loop here. I'm going to add a call with a parameter. My call is down in my function named draw square, so I'll name it the same up here. Make sure you capitalize where it is capitalized. The size here, square looks pretty big. I'm going to start off with 40 to see what that looks like. So that is going to draw my square. Well, I want a little more to do with this because I want this to turn right every time. So I'm going to go to my turtle. I have a turn right here. I'm going to put that above. So it is going to turn right, draw a square that is 40. How about we draw the square that is 40 first, then turn right? Draw square, turn right, draw square, turn right. Don't think I have to worry anything about pen or pen up or pen down because we really don't have anything else going on here. Looks pretty good. I think my code should give me something that looks similar to this. Let's hit run. Oh, the one thing I forgot to do. The loop here only has 4. So if I hit it right now, it's only going to go 4 squares. They said something about 72. So let's add 72 to our loop number. Remember from the last one, we learned the for variable equals 0, and we want that number to be less than the number there. Once it hits that number, it stops. So right now, let's hit run and see what happens. Oh, my squares are definitely turning. It's going a little slow here. Let's go up to rabbit speed. That's pretty nice. I think my square could be a little bigger though. Theirs looks a little bigger, about double the size. Let's try 80 in here. Because we're using this function, we can easily change this number without having to go through a ton of code in doing so. Well, that's not bad. Let's try somewhere in between, 60. Let's try adding a couple more variables or loops to mine. Let's try 100. reset, run. Oh, that's nice. I bet you if I get less of an angle on this, or maybe put in a odd number, it won't overlap as much as it goes around. So let's go back to my 72 here. Let's put a turn right of 7 degrees. Let's run again. Speed it up a little more. Let's try the 72 here instead of the 100 that I had there. Reset, run. I like it. Let's try 60, see what it looks like. I love the artwork. Miss Ernie would be very proud of us. All right, let's hit finish and see what code.org says. Oh, it wants 72 in the loop. Let's make sure we put 72 in there. Reset, run, finish. Good job, kids. I'll see you on the next lesson.